Now, I didn't show you where to go with the dog food on the beach, but it's on the beach. Somebody wants the dog food. I don't know why I stopped talking completely. Hold on, let me get my bearings straight. Okay, I think I'm good. I had a little bit of water. I'm good to keep talking here. Now, one other fact about this is, apparently in the remake, some chests have changed contents. I'm not entirely sure which chests, if any. I'll take whatever wiki's word for it, but I did not experience this at all. I have played both versions several times, and I can't tell you a single chest that has changed its contents. I'm sure it's there, and I'm just not observant, but whatever. Oh well, I love that his regular human bed is just sitting there in water. What's that? Oh, we didn't see his original text. He says, I'm a collector of canned foods. Weird hobbies run in the family. My brother's an artist. For heaven's sake, man, give that to me, please. He's hysterical. What do you do? Don't. I don't suppose it would do any good to beg. Well, if you change your mind, tell me. Yes, okay. I'm sorry, I'm only sometimes showing the no text. I'm being very, inconsistent, just like the deluxe DX naming debacle. And I was really nervous going into this playthrough that I wouldn't be able to make this, I know it's not a fair trade, but here's some bananas. Yum! You gave him dog food and got bananas in return. Good deal. Thank you again. That was yummy. That is Sale. This is Sale's House of Bananas. We never have a need to go in there again. But I didn't know how I was going to make this different and unique, but it has been 4 years since I Let's Played the original. Wow, this looks pretty heavy. You won't be able to lift it with just your bare hands. And that's an entire high school or college degree, which is insane to me. And that makes me feel pretty old, but I think this will be more entertaining, more interesting, hopefully. That's a sand crab down there. I said those were levers, right? I'm pretty sure. So sea urchins look like Gordos from Kirby. And also, what are they called? Unibo or something from... Oh, no, maybe that's the Clu Land enemy, which they also kind of look like. But there's an enemy in the Space Zone of Super Mario Land 2 that they also look like that is probably based on the Gordo. So, I mean, Kirby had just come out recently in 1992, and Link's Awakening, the original, came out in 93, so probably is a Kirby reference. Alright, yeah, we're doing double damage now, baby. Oh, it feels so satisfying, all these explosions. We've pretty much covered the map. We are still not getting enough rupees at all for what I want. So if we can't do the fishing right now, that's okay. We'll do the fishing later, maybe after the first dungeon. Even though I don't want it to be that way. Alright, what else? Alright, so this remake was developed by Nintendo R&D 2 with little input from the original team because they were very busy working on Ocarina of Time. We can't break signs. Oh, we never showed this. Mysterious Forest! It's a little bit mysterious. Hoot! Ho, brave lad on your quest to wake the dreamer. Welcome to the Mysterious Wood. Much of mystery you will find on this uncharted Koholint Island. I'm afraid you may find it a trifle difficult to leave the island while the windfish naps. By the by, have you ever visited the Tail Cave, which is south of the village? Go there with the key you find in this forest. The windfish is watching. Hoot! I love the owl. That's his official name, Owl. He has no actual name. Originally, it was inconsistent whether this place was called the Mysterious Wood or the Mysterious Forest. And it seems like all of the text has been changed to call it Mysterious Forest. Also, these are moblins. I don't remember which slime enemies those are, whether those are gels or zols. I think those are zols. I think gels are the tiny ones. Alright, but we got a few things to do here in the forest, and we don't get to hear the song because we have the Piece of Power. One of the biggest complaints about the game, as I think I was going to say earlier, but I got distracted talking about the Guardian Acorn and Piece of Power, is that this song, Adrenaline Rush, that might be an unofficial name, I'm not sure, plays constantly while you have one. and it gets very old very quickly. Beware of floors with cracks. A heavy person should not stand on them. Oh, I forgot there's a whole area down this way. No, that's not the map. Oops. How am I forgetting what to do? I haven't played in a couple years. I played the Switch remake. Before that, I played DX when it came to Switch Online. I think I played it actually in early 2022. And before that, I Let's Played Link's Awakening. And I can't remember if that came before or after. No, I'm sorry. After I Let's Played it, it came out, the original version, on the Legend of Zelda Game & Watch. This is a fairy fountain, but she's not spawning because we are at full health. This is a sword moblin! They have swords and shields. Fascinating. Alright, let's finally go in here, because why not? And the music stops, and we get Keese. Your classic, regular bat enemies in the series. I believe they are in every game. They might be the only enemy to be in every Zelda game, but I'm not sure they are. Because Octoroks are not in every Zelda game, surprisingly. 50 rupees. Oh, I forgot we get that. Okay, yeah, we can do all the fishing we want. And oh, I should not call him. Oh my god. It's like, I can't complain about the piece of power because it doubles our attack. So stupid. We cannot get this piece apart yet, sadly, because we can't lift those with just our bare hands. The skulls. Sorry, I had to remember what I was saying. You pick the toadstool! As you hold it over your head, a mellow aroma flows into your nostrils. Oh, I love wafting a good mellow aroma. I really do. Oh, and here's this beautiful song. Oh. How many times can you go, oh, to show your appreciation for something? God. So I played it to completion on the Zelda Game & Watch. How am I forgetting how to get out of here? And then, before that, I did the Let's Play. And before that, I did the practice run for the Let's Play. And I've played it a good million times before that because it came out in 2019. The Switch remake did before that. And before that, I know I played the original and DX at some point. I played DX at least twice before that. So, I've beaten this game over 7 times, I'm sure. When I first played the original, I got to level 7 and stopped playing completely because I found it, I wasn't beating games a lot back then, and I got stuck on the dungeon, and I was like, 12, I think? Not that age has anything to do with anything, but I was really just discovering the world of, like, emulators and the fact I could play any game I wanted to at any time, and I was like, DX is better. I've already beaten DX. Even though I think I used a guide and save states, which is something I did constantly back then anyway, which I wholeheartedly regret. You know, most of my first experiences, I just read the player's guide before I actually finished the game. I didn't have a player's guide for this or anything, but I sure did ruin the experience. That's a Buzz Blob. They are electric. That is a River Zora. We cannot do anything about the Buzz Blob right now because our only weapon is the sword, and he will electrocute us if we hit him with the sword. This song is so good. Double, double, toil and trouble. A toadstool mix makes powder for tricks. Ah, it has the sleepy toadstool, it does. We'll mix it up something in a jiffy, we will. A rare instance of a player character in a game being referred to as an it. It's already it is. Take care, as there's not much there. Why not try a bit in my hut? She didn't rhyme. You've got some magic powder. Try sprinkling it on a variety of things. It's fun going back right after Ocarina of Time and seeing all the stuff that's in A Link to the Past and Link's Awakening, but not that game. Use it on your enemies and see what happens. If you run out, go to the forest, pick some mushrooms, and I will make you more. I believe the mushroom always spawns in that one place. I don't think I'm going to get this out of here so we don't accidentally use it all. Yep, the rat doesn't say anything, but I do love a good rat. Alright, before we go back into the forest and find the key, we didn't even find where we're... Actually, hold up. Let's show the Kook Man. No. Okay, get that out of here. This is a rare example, if not the only example, of an enemy you can talk to. Hey, man! Which the second example in the series would be the business scrubs. Or the mad scrubs, or something. Not the mad scrubs, just the Deku scrubs in Ocarina of Time. You know me, I like short names the best. It can display millions of polygons. Now, originally that was cool text because it was referencing the Ultra 64 in its early stages. Oh, man. I think he has more text. Maybe not. Maybe he only has the 3. In the German version, in the original version of the game, he says, never without a condom. That was censored in DX. Nintendo was not having that anymore. Crazy Tracy, Monbo's Pond. Of course, we can't lift those things with our bare hands, in case you hadn't heard. So we've explored most of our explorable world here, but to continue, we need magic powder. Even though I didn't actually go where we need the magic powder. There are 2 varieties of Zol. The kind that split into 2, and the kind that just die when you slash them. The kind that die in one hit are now green, and the others are red. Because, you know, we have color now. Same with rupees. When there's 5 rupees... I forgot you have to hold out your shield. This is not Zelda 1 or 2. Actually, where have we not gone? How am I getting lost in the mysterious forest for the first time since probably the first time I played the game? Okay, it must be that way? I could have sworn... Oh, no, we didn't go up over here. That's what it is. That's right. I always do this last. Because... as a raccoon, my nose is very sensitive to stuff like dust and powder. You're going to be lost thanks to me. We got that little sound effect, and we have been warped across the forest. We cannot pass the raccoon because he's being a dick for unknown reasons. Probably because he's based on a Tanuki trickster. But his nose is very sensitive to stuff like powder and dust. The last thing I can remember was biting into a big, juicy toadstool. Then I had the darndest dream. I was a raccoon. Yeah, sounds strange, but it sure was fun. I'm all tuckered out. I think I better set a spell before I head home. So that's clearly a reference to Mario 3 because Terran is some sort of parody of Mario, modeled after Mario, clearly. And Marin and Terran would later go on to influence Malon and Talon in Ocarina of Time. Similar looking characters. And Terran is similarly a bumpkin, I guess you would say. But he turns into a raccoon and he eats mushrooms. You've got the tail key. Now you can open the tail cave gate. Hoot, take the key and go to the tail cave. Retrieve the instrument that is hidden there. Go now! The windfish is waiting. Hoot! I know, I'm a very inconsistent voice actor. I apologize. Gapongo Swamp. I thought it was Gaponga Swamp. Huh? Mysterious Forest. Okay. Oh, a like. They can eat your shield. Sure, we'll go into the phone booth. And we get this song instead of searching for the sword that played the first time we were there. You know, there's a library in the village that might have some good information for you. Talk to you later. Thanks. We got it. We're good. Again, I've played the game a million times. Danger! Keep out! Except Bow Wow. We heard about Bow Wow. Well, actually, we met Bow Wow, the big scary, chain chomp. I don't know why I couldn't remember that name. I don't remember what those guys are called. The piranhas? Are they just called piranha? I think so. That is a giant Gaponga flower, and the smaller ones are called Gaponga flowers. Wow, we can like fully explore the area. I didn't think we could. We just can't get that chest or go into that cave up there. And we walk slower in the murky swamp. So I will be very glad to get... Oh! I didn't think you could slash them while they were under the water. Okay. Oh, you can't. He must have just started to come out, I guess. Oh, damn it. Wait, no, we can't go up there. Oh, okay, we went around here. I've turned this into a maze. Okay, there we go. Nice and simple. Okay, let's get out of here. We have nothing else to do except fishing. And, well, if we manage to get 200 rupees, we can get plenty of stuff with the deluxe shovel from the shop. I love that it's called deluxe shovel. There's not a regular shovel, except in A Link to the Past, I guess. I guess it's a joke on how that shovel, you can only use it for a little bit and have to get rid of it. And now this shovel's deluxe. You get to keep it forever. Man, how are we almost dead this early in the game? We got to get out of here. All right, nope, don't use that. Let's just go. Let's get the hearts at the entrance. Oh my god. It would be so nice to not die in this game. So nice. Alright, should I save before I do the fishing? Is that cheap? Is that cheating? We're gonna have plenty of rupees to do plenty of things. So you know what? I'm not. Alright, here we go. Now, I talked about how Nintendo R&D 2 did all of the development for this game. They don't do very much throughout Nintendo's history. I can think of very few examples of stuff that they've done at all. Great. Alright, so all you gotta do is just mash the button when the fish hooks on, and you are good. Very, very simple little fishing minigame. It's a runt. I'll only give you a 5 rupee prize for that. 5 rupees prize? Alright, so we had a net loss of 5 on that, but it was good because we got the fish out of the way. Because we obviously want the 2 big fish. That's where the money's at. Now, the composer, I guess... Oh my god, I almost missed it because I was looking at my notes. Well, I was holding my phone. I wasn't actually looking at my notes. Trying to get the composer's name. More like an arranger. There is an original song new to DX, at least one. But it's actually from another Zelda game. So he didn't really compose anything. Yuichi Ozaki, that's his name. I've never heard of him from anything else. I should look him up. Future me, look him up while editing. Yes, 20 rupees. That is a good net profit. And we have no need to catch the runts. But we're probably going to end up catching them anyway, because no matter how long you hold the button, you go all the way. Alright. Oh, yeah, if you mash A, you get some height. But we want to avoid these guys again. How many times can you say that? State the obvious of how the minigame works. Don't talk about the controls at all. Really, it's just pressing A. Oh, well. You know what? We'll catch them all anyway. We'll clear out the pond. Because it's a shame you never have to come back here for anything. All you get for this is just rupees and the prize that this big guy gives you. But you know what? Just for fun, we're going to catch all the fish. So let's catch the last runt. I've actually never seen what happens if you catch all the fish. Does he say try again? And if you say yes, does the screen respawn with more fish? Yes, yes. I know we're taking a loss there. I'm okay with that. Again, we will have tons of rupees in this game because of the way I like to play the game. And technically, for 100% in this game, you have to steal from the store. In this version of the game only. Because that is something you can do at any time. It has negative consequences. You do have to get some stuff from the store, including the shovel, I believe, to beat the game. Yeah, you do. And the item that replaces the shovel in the shop. Which you can technically get as early as now with stealing or by grinding rupees, just before the very first dungeon. But the item that replaces the shovel is 900 rupees. I think 980, actually. Oh, it's a big one. And it's got a piece of heart, too. You get a 20 rupee prize on top of that. Try again? No, I'm good. Thank you, though. You have to have more passion. I cleared out your whole pond, dude. All right, net profit and another piece of heart. How many is that? Well, well, well. If you push select, we can find out. And this is new. It shows us our where. I don't think that was in the original. And at the bottom, it shows us another collectible out of 12 that we haven't gotten any yet. But very exciting, fun stuff. But a lot of people don't like to steal from the shop because of some consequences. One of them being, if you ever walk back into the shopkeeper kills you. So you want to watch out for that. The trendy game never has anything new for us. The fishing never has anything new for us. I don't think there's really anything for us to do unless I really wanted to steal the shovel, but then to beat the game we would have to die. So I'm not doing that. And you don't want to do any stealing this early anyway. I don't think you're locked out of something you get for it. It has something to do with that collectible that's new to the game that I just said we have none of. You know what? Yeah, we'll leave it a mystery just in case you guys don't know, even though it's not that interesting to leave a mystery. Yeah, we are good to get a move on. To Tail Cave! Finally, the first dungeon after all these incessant ramblings and very poor gameplay going on. You know, it feels good. In a game you know very well to forget some stuff or to play poorly, it always feels really good because, you know, you've done it so many times and the magic isn't dead. And the fact there's 3 different versions of the game, you get little different nuances to enjoy. This screen is almost pointless. Here we go! Level 1, Tail Cave. I'll go ahead and show you saving. You have to press A, B, start, and select at the same time because there's no L or R on the original Game Boy or Game Boy Color. But you always have to save and quit, which is a little annoying. Oh, you have to press start to skip. I never realized that. Ah, look at the beautiful Armos statues up there. I still don't know why they're up there. It's a nice little graphic, but why Armos? Like, is that supposed to symbolize something, or is it just supposed to look cool? Because those sprites aren't found anywhere else. It's just a nice little piece of art. And we get the nice colorful bricks. I don't know why they designed the file select like this, but I like it. Okay, you're really reaching for what's considered interesting now if you're going to talk about how fascinating the file select screen is. I'm LP Master 6. I'm going to take a short break before we get into level 1 Tail Cave, and I will hopefully have better commentary next time.